Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I just want to give you guys just a quick update on something I've added to my backyard. This is something for every homeowner, or actually, depending on where you live, you might be able to set this up where it might work for you, depending on your particular situation. But if you definitely own a home where you're able to run lines and well, let me show you what I've added. So basically, you guys know I've been totally into the whole smart home stuff for a while now. I've added many devices to my network, over 70 smart home devices, and including things like computers and laptops, stuff like that. But basically, Wi-Fi enabled devices, up to 70 devices. In order to do that, I had to add a few access points. If you haven't checked out my video on what I've done with my Wi-Fi network, check it out. I've added Ubiquiti access points. I've tried ASUS wireless repeater access points. And what I wanted to do was, in a cost-effective way, bring all the smart home tech into my backyard. Especially when I'm sitting in the hot tub, I want to be able to eventually, when I build the outdoor TV box, change the channel on the TV, put on Netflix, all with my voice, not having to touch anything. Well, in order to do, and of course I have a lot of different, you can see kind of string lights up there, a lot of decorative lighting that I've added to the backyard here, from flame lights and things that I want to be able to control remotely from inside the hot tub with my voice. When I go put my Google Home or my Alexa device next to me at near the table, next to the hot tub, I can control those things. So one thing I've done is I want to get Wi-Fi to the backyard, because no matter how powerful my access points are within the house, they just don't penetrate the walls and get all the way to the backyard. They get close, but I wanted really solid coverage, especially if I'm going to be streaming in the backyard. I want to be able to stream the music, stream the video with no problem whatsoever, with no lag. And so what I did is I wanted to get an outdoor access point, and I found a very affordable solution. I want to show it to you guys right now, okay? So this is what I've added to the backyard. And this is an outdoor access point made by a company called Wavlink. For about $45, shipped to your door. They make a couple different models. This one here is the AC600. The AC300 will just do 2.4 gigahertz. This will broadcast out of two different antennas, a 5 gigahertz network and a 2.4. It's power over Ethernet, so basically you have to run the line. And as you can see here, I've stapled the line in, and I've ran it all the way up the side of my house. I got a white 100-foot Ethernet cable, and I've tacked it all the way up and went inside the soffit. Most of the line is, I didn't go with outdoor wire. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me down the road, but we'll see how it holds up. If it's something I have to rerun, I will do that at a later date. But basically all you do is run a line from your router, okay? And this thing is basically completely weatherproof with a rubber seal in here, designed to be outside. You mount it, it'll basically give you your status lights right here, your power, your water line, Wi-Fi, and your signal strength. And what this is doing right now is broadcasting its own separate SSID into my backyard. So things like the security cameras back here is now getting a great signal, as if it's hardwired directly to the network, whereas before the signal was kind of choppy back here. This signal will get all the way to the back of the backyard. So over here I have, in a outdoor container there, or just in a container, I put in this device here, a couple Sonos switches. I'm not going to crack that open. It's a couple Sonos switches, and there is a outdoor Wi-Fi plug, which I'm going to review at a later date and show you guys that. But right now I just wanted to tell you guys about the Wavlink. So again, what this does, it's broadcasting a separate SSID, it's still on my network, but it's broadcasting a separate SSID into my backyard, so that there's great Wi-Fi coverage throughout the entire backyard now. So yeah, $45. This is a fantastic way to get coverage into your outside your house. One thing you can do with this, I have it set up in there's a couple different modes you can set this up with. I have it set up just in an access point mode, so it's hardwired into the network. You can set it up as a repeater. And so what's happening is this thing is actually one wire, which is sending power through the Ethernet cable into a PPO, a power over Ethernet injector, which is up near my switch. What that does, if you plug the internet into this little box, it gets plugged into a wall outlet, and then you run your wire to your access point, and that gives you Ethernet and power going right to that device with one cable. So it's a great way of doing it. Ubiquiti does the same thing on their access points, and I'm very happy with the performance this does. My wireless camera up there gets superb signal now, whereas before it would take a little time to connect. It just was a little bit too far from any access point in the house. So The other thing you can do is set this up as a repeater. So you can actually set this up where it'll actually pick up your signal and it'll tell you what signal it's getting from your actual network and then rebroadcast it. And I believe you can set this up as a router as well, so it'll actually assign, I believe it has a DCHP, if I'm saying that right, DCHP server in it, where it'll assign IP addresses. But for me, for $45, you know, I just wanted to have something that was weatherproof. I can mount in my backyard and get internet back here, and it's done the job very nicely. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to add internet around your house. You know, I would decide to mount it down low. This equally would have gotten good signal if I were to place it up high. If you don't want to run a line down, kind of keep it up near the soffit. Depending on your situation, you may have a crawl space underneath your house. You might be able to run that through. Again, you could easily take a couple of these things. If you have a very large home and you want to get internet, you know, maybe you have a big piece of property, you want to get internet to the front of your house and the back, run two of them, adjust the power, and you'll be good to go. So excuse me, sorry guys, I bit my tongue the other day. It's really hard to talk, but I wanted to put these videos up because I haven't been able to put up a video in a couple weeks. So let me know if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff. I'll always put a link in the description, and I mean, this is one of the most affordable access points you can get anywhere. I mean, I've priced a lot of them, and this had the most features for the best value. So alright guys, thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. As always, have a wonderful day, guys. Take care.